Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I'm going to be reviewing Winter by Marissa Meyer. The Lunar Chronicles, for me, has been an extremely impressive series. Cinder and Scarlet were both 4-star books. Cress, I read in a day. I thought it was fantastic. I gave 5 stars to it. It was my favourite book of the series so far. And I don't know whether I went into Winter wondering whether it could surpass my expectations. I was very tense throughout the entire experience of reading the book, but I did find that I could put the book down. You all know the story of the Lunar Chronicles. They are fairy tale retellings. The first one, Cinder, is the Cinderella plot. Scarlet, Red Riding Hood, Cress, Rapunzel, and Winter is Snow White. Winter concludes the series, so all of the events that have happened in the last 3 books are going to be concluded in, I think it's 823 pages, and it's a very brilliant finale, and like I say, I was tense throughout the book. Marissa Meyer knows how to attack my favourite character, apparently, but that had no bearing on the reason that as the week's gone on, my excitement and enjoyment and everything about this book have diminished. Winter is a character who is shown as having lunar disease, I think that's how they put it, which is basically a mental health issue. And Scarlet spends the entire book giving her the nickname Crazy, and every time that came up, I found myself just being a bit, it felt wrong. And I don't know whether it's just me, and it's just me being too politically correct and everything, but there were a lot of battles as well, and I'm not saying there shouldn't be. As with the saying, to choose your battles, and I don't feel like Marissa Meyer chooses her battles. She puts them in there, and after one, it's fine. 1's fine, 2's fine, but when each and every one is kind of ending with the same conclusion, I feel like she could have picked them a bit better, and I feel like the reason this book is so long is simply because people enjoy the series. Because honestly, it doesn't need to be this long. Cress really worked out as long as... Cress was fantastic, it was brilliant, it went on for as long as it should have done, and it did everything it should have done for a penultimate book in a series. Winter, however, as the finale in a series, it keeps the tension and it has a really brilliant climax that is probably one of the best climaxes in YA that I have read in a while. However, I keep feeling this sense of disappointment. I want to reread the series, and the series is by no means my least favourite, but Winter is probably my least favourite book in the series, and even though I do still believe that it's a 5-star book, it is the one that I have the most problems with, but it is, in my opinion, still on a par with Cress, whereas Cinder and Scarlet, the series was really finding itself. In Cress and Winter, it really knows what it's doing, and you can see that the authors really had the idea of what she's doing, and I do believe that it's a brilliant book. However, I do believe that it has issues, and I do believe that it goes on a bit too long. The characters are still brilliant characters, and it does everything that it needs to do for YA, and there are moments where you'll be tense, there are moments where you'll be worried for characters, there are moments where you'll feel extremely happy for characters. I will be rereading the series quite soon, actually. I have plans to reread it quite soon because I do really enjoy it, and I really enjoy the world, and Cress was a book that, since I read it back in February, I've been wanting to reread it each month, but I've just been pushing it back because I've been thinking, no, you can't do that because I have weird thoughts about books. Anyway, Winter by Marissa Meyer is a very good end to a series. It's still a 5-star book, even with its issues. I still believe in the characters, and I'm very glad where the story went, and I'm very glad with all the twists and turns, and I do feel like Marissa Meyer knows how to write twists and turns. It disappoints me to say that I didn't like it as much as Cress, but then I think everyone has a favourite book in a series, and I know that Cress is mine for this one, and I just feel like Winter as a character wasn't as well developed as the other three characters, but then she has a lot of issues, and I just feel like she was a tool in this one. And I mean tool as in the writer was using her as a tool to get the characters to do things. I don't think she was important all to the plot. I can't think of anything that she did that actually fueled or helped the plot at all. There was no need for her to be there. There we go, that's it. Cress, there was a reason for Cress to be there. Scarlet had her reasons for being there. Cinder had her reasons for being there. Winter was just Winter, and she was there just so that we could have a fourth book in a series related to fairy tales. Personally, I would not have cared at all what happened to Winter. Although, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that is the thing. I'm just rambling here. It was meant to be a review, but now I'm just questioning things as we go. So that'll be good. Maybe it wasn't meant to be Winter's story. Maybe it is just another story for Lavanna so that we can understand the antagonist more. I can't read into this too much. It disappoints me that I didn't like this book as much as the others. It really does. So I'm going to leave it there. And until next time, that is all.